What's up new fags and nobodies, big player SwagNews here, with my lovely co-host Atomic Squid 110.
We would gladly give you a rundown of the recent events as usual, but as you can see we have a serious problem reaching our studios.
Where's my big player Q?
JJ said that you haven't done anything to deserve it.
We Cat Islanders have done more for 9B90 than him and his band of cockridders combined.
Like what?
We actually managed to build an ocean drain, for starters.
Fucking savage. Go with the intro.
It took way too much to get here.
If you hadn't tripped on an end portal frame it would have taken less.
Those things are everywhere, not my fault.
Just look where you walk.
It still would have taken much less if there was no queue. Think about it this way, we had to wait in line so that some worthless new fag could mine a stack of diamonds to flex on the subreddit.
It could be worse. We could have waited for entropy. Oh, wait.
Exactly. But let's start from the beginning, shall we?
Fair. More on the queue later.
July was a pretty busy month for JJ, wasn't it?
It most certainly was. The owner seems to be focusing on making the server safer for new fags at the expense of everyone else's experience.
For instance, JJ outlawed the small player hunt, a sport big players have been practicing for generations.
Due to Jot recording himself using sharpness 9999 swords on a few small players known as Team Parish, JJ has outlawed the use of such swords.
Even worse, he did so silently. The following day, Jot himself and the known Haxariga tried using their special swords. What happened? Their player data was wiped, and their spawn was set below bedrock at 00.
They eventually got their data back, but in order to do so they had to rally an army of new fags and threaten to mass quit the server.
Shame it didn't happen.
Here in studio for the first time we are joined by Jot and Regal to talk about their experience.
Where's Riga?
It's just in. Regal was kidnapped by our producer Frost0 and locked in a room with no OSU access until he records his part for the 9B9T history series.
This is becoming the Disney Channel of 9B9T.
Why would you say something like that?
Like what?
Like. Never mind.
So, Jot, how does it feel joining the crew of players who got their data wiped?
My data was wiped already. I joined in 2016.
Sure you did, bud.
Ahem. What is your opinion on JJ's reaction?
He's fucking retarded, that's my opinion. Why would he even do that? Is it my fault that he spawned in illegal items?
If you ask him, it's Bezos.
It definitely isn't, Jot. But what baffles us is, why did you choose to record yourself using those swords? We all know perfectly that JJ overreacts every time.
I don't know, for fun? Why wouldn't I?
Illegals should have never been leaked. Everyone but us feels the need to show off.
But, SwagNews, we did show off.
Everyone but us, Atomic.
Ahem, if that is all, I have an inoculation to lead.
Yeah, you do that all right.
Yes, thank you for coming, Jot. Now for a message from our sponsor.
You don't know my bases.
Every day, bro, with the MD flow.
Magic mirror on the wall. Tell me who is the biggest player of
By minimum 392. Fuck that new fag.
Broadcasting in such vivid colours now means Wimbledon can be seen anywhere.
What's up new fags and nobodies? Big player SwagNews here with my lovely co-host Atomic Squid 110.
You might be wondering, why? Why do you care so much to defend a place like this?
In other news, not one but two YouTubers have been spotted on 9B90 in the past days.
The first one to appear was the infamous Al C1, also known as that guy John paid to popularize this sorry excuse of a clone.
But Blaze said old fag is lit. You really think someone would just do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
But, even if you have no idea of who that is, since you play this server you've likely heard of the second one.
The camping Russia joined 9B90 on the 6th. The real one, except no substitutes.
There had been rumors of his comeback to 2B2T, but many dismissed that as yet another attempt by FitMC to stay relevant. Whether that was real or false, sure as hell nobody expected him to come on our server once again. Luckily for us,
high-ranking Team Russia member Flashback has declared that TCR was only around for testing a few things, and that if he does record, he'll do so on 2B2T only as he has no interest in clones.
The community is freaking out, and it reacted in the only way it knows, with an incursion.
Incursion? What incursion? This is an inoculation. It's completely different.
Silly me. The inoculation, surprisingly enough, is led by quite notable players, Jot, DarkBlqde, WTDpuddles and Zim the Destroyer.
I've only ever heard of DarkBlqde of that list.
You've only ever heard of DarkBlqde?
Just kidding. I have no idea of who that is either.
SwagNews, we just interviewed Jot and we literally base with Puddles.
I'm pretty sure I'd remember something like that.
As per usual, the inoculation has some very ambitious objectives
that are unlikely to be met before 2020.
Which include destroying highways nearby spawn. Here to be interviewed we have iSlime, leader of the least popular incursion in the history of 9B90.
You all were waiting for it, weren't you? Welcome to SwagNews, thing, human.
Me is getting pretty bored of coming here.
iSlime, what do you think of this inoculation?
Me no like 9B90 inoculation. Me no like Jot and WTD because Jot and WTD always mean to iSlime.
This sounds tediously familiar. I wonder if there's a way to spice it up.
What do you think will be the fate of this project?
Me has learned now. Incursion's bad, inoculation bad. No need to kill off bots.
I see. But you're a part of it, yes?
Me joined but they no give iSlime shiny roll. This makes iSlime mad.
Well, what about?
Sorry, I'll pick him up for now. iSlime, time for a photo shoot. We'll take a picture of you. Can you hold this in the meantime?
Sure, me holds.
Did you just?
Oh, come on. Our ratings wouldn't have survived another iSlime gag.
I suppose that's the last we'll be hearing of him, then.
Now for a relieved message from our sponsor.
New fags, low TPS, abuse, Q. We the old fags of 9B90 have been made to endure these injustices for far too long. JJ has abandoned us, and Constantiam is garbage. I'm Conan the Terrible, founder of the association that cares for long-time users, and I have an urgent message to share with anyone with a join date prior to 2019. We can just sit idly by while our server is being dumpstered by 2B2TQ Overflow and our boomer owner. For just 2 kids a day you can help make a difference. These kids will be funneled directly into Jot's dupe stash where they'll be put to good use in making the inoculation a success. Join the association that cares for long-time users today, and together we can ensure the existence of our people in the future for playable Anarchy.
And now for the moment you were all waiting for. We'll talk about the biggest oopsie in the history of oopsies, and we'll do so in a more serious tone.
To answer the YouTuber joining, JJ added a queue to 9B90 and lowered the player slots to 150.
And, what's worse, there's no priority queue for older players.
Us, the people which have stuck around with him since the very beginning.
Not only did he not add it, he has openly refused to add such a thing. As my co-host mentioned before, the reason he gave is that we did nothing to deserve it.
Yes, JJ, but actually no.
We're the ones who gave the server a reason to exist.
We're the ones who keep creating content such as SwagNews that keeps interest alive and makes sure everyone has fun.
It's us old fags, not the new fags that you mindlessly keep inviting.
Maybe, as you say, the queue will stay between short and instant, and nothing will be happen.
Or maybe it won't. And in that case, how are we supposed to keep making content if we can't play on the server?
We were here first, and this is our server.
You can't abandon us. We've built the ruins the new fags are so fascinated with. We've made the gear they keep renaming and claiming as theirs.
Want to know what makes 9B9T different from the other clones?
It's the community. Not the new fags. It's us, the ones which have been around since the beginning. The ones who shaped the server the way it is.
Think about it, you boomer scum. Hear my warning, if the queue becomes too long, there won't be any old fags.
And forget about 9B90 history.